right? The police union is the worst because they literally act like a crime syndicate. It does not matter what happens. We will protect our own. That is their motto. That is their way. And then every once in a while, if something is too egregious, they'll throw out a sacrificial lamb, and they'll throw out somebody who is so low on the totem pole, but they just needed to sacrifice somebody to show that, see, sometimes we can be fair. Meanwhile, that person that you just jettisoned and left out there to dry, their whole family is destroyed because they don't have the protection that you normally would have given the rest of the police. It's all dirty, every last bit of it. And I hate to be that cynical dude, but that's where we are. Like, all these institutions are busted, and the power of society is we try very hard not to look at the things we don't know how to fix. And so police get away with what they get away with. You know, we had like all that information and all that attention on qualified immunity. Where did that go? Right? Then you have full immunity for prosecutors and judges. No one ever talks about that. So we kind of go at things, but we don't really want to do anything because it's hard. And we don't know how to rely on each other, much less the system. So what we have to do now is we can't even count on the system to fix itself or the system to police itself. We have to count on an outlier. We have to count on somebody leaking. We have to count on some individual being the hero. Like what you just pointed out, Marlon. Somebody had to be so disturbed by this that 8 months later, they're like, no, y'all not going to just pretend like this didn't happen. I can't sleep. I'm going to say something. Ahmaud Arbery, the fix was in. The local attorneys and the police department got together and they were like, all right, well, look, this is messed up, but we're going to have to go ahead and shut this down. But it had to leak for anybody to know. It's just, I don't know. I think we're at that point, man, where it's every man for themselves, and the whole shit's gonna burn. And what we're doing right now is a bunch of people trying to throw water on it, trying to keep it from burning too fast.
When you have so much, when you see stuff like this so much, and when you see it over and over and over again, I agree with Diaz when he said we don't like the cops. I don't, but we still need the cops, and yes, we do. The problem that I have with me agreeing with that is, but sometimes when you have somebody, I'm going around saying this. There's something psychopathic about somebody who's literally laughing at somebody who just got killed. Let's take the cop
Why do you think
crap
he
out of
chose to be? Why do you think he chose to be a police officer?
Yeah, there's something really effing wrong with you laughing at somebody. And by the way, I want to put this in a time frame. That was an hour after he investigated. It wasn't the next day or something like that. That was an hour after he investigated. There's something mentally freaking wrong with
the visualization of that woman's broken body was fresh.
Yeah.
That's how detached he is.
By the way, then he's already covering up, because when they came back and said the guy was going 70 miles per hour, you already put the fix in. Well, 50 miles per hour wasn't reckless driving. You're absolutely right. 50 wasn't. If he was going 50, which he wasn't, he was going 70. And no, I truly don't believe that she was not 40 yards away. You're absolutely right. She was not 100. So something already, you have been in this job so freaking much, so long, and you have done this BS for so long. that you already got the laminated paper already ready. An hour after investigating, you done slowed down the car and you done shortened the distance. You
I'll
already
take it
got that
one further,
already
bro.
ready.
Think about it this way, okay? Because there's a lot of different mentalities and thought, because everybody who becomes a police officer isn't broken or twisted. But think about this: if you are the type of person that would find some level of satisfaction in being able to dictate life or death, what other job would you rather take? If you were the type of person who has like kind of a masochist kind of ideology about yourself, you like to see others in pain, you like to inflict pain, what better job is there for you to take? If you're the type of person who thinks that you're a race warrior and you just want to keep other races down, or they're all vermin and they're inhumane and all these things, what other job is there for you to want to take?